We observed the sunspots, and as we saw them and in other videos before, the sunspots are tight together and rotate around the center of the sun. That happens if we see the sun in one day, hour by hour, we see the sunspots rotate around the center. In one day, they can rotate from about 120 to 200 degrees, depending on the observation place and date. Every next day, all these tight sunspots are moved a little backwards, altogether, in the face of the sun, which has resulted new sunspots to appear from the other side. It is like there is a slight new uncovering part of the sky map we can see inside the sun every day. Connecting the dots, we put from different days but from the same time images of the sun, one upon the previous, matching the sunspots, creating a bigger image of this sky view, inside from the sun. We know that the sun is traveling around the constellations, 360 degrees, in 365 solar days. So every day the sun moves 0.986 degrees on the constellations. That happens due to the different rotation speeds of the sun and the constellations. We also know that the stars are the etheric reflections of the great deep places and energy spots on Earth on the top of the first electromagnetic ceiling. They show us a map of the Earth like the moon, but not focused. On the stars, we can see a part of the map of the Earth with radius 10,000 kilometers if we match every star with the right great deep place or energy spot of the Earth. The sun, as a pilot light, creates the daylight plasma on the layers below in the ionosphere, and this neutralizes the starprint layer there, where it is day. The daylight plasma is this that hides the stars. In the face of the sun, we have the direct sun rays, that in the area of the sun's face, the daylight plasma is neutralized, so the starprint layer is showing only there. In the face of the sun, we can see the non-neutralized stars area because of the direct effect of the sun that neutralizes the daylight, that there cannot neutralize the starprint layer. Matching the sunspots of morning and afternoon suns of about less than a month, we made a sky map of the sunspots, and we observed that the sunspots shape parts of constellations, that the sun was at that date. In our example, on the 8th of April, the sun is on Aries, and the sunspots we see on these dates are stars, part of the Aries constellation. On the 21st of April, the sun passed over the Taurus constellation, and as we can see, these sunspots are stars, part of the Taurus constellation. So here we saw the motion of the sun in the constellations from Aries to Taurus. The passage of the sun on the constellations happens in a certain route for every cosmic epoch, something that someone can read on the front side of Antikythera mechanism. That means that every 4 years, the same date and time from the same place, we will see the same sunspots inside the sun.